What is going on, fantasy friends and family? Welcome back. This is the Fantasy Expert Podcast. I'm your host, Victor Freeze, the frozen one. You choose whatever you want to call me. Pick your poison. And this is
Mariano. Yeah, I'm just Mariano.
just Mariano this week.
Just
He
Mariano this week.
doesn't want to put too much on it.
That's right.
And I think I understand why. It's because the Raiders got blown out.
Yeah.
So we're a little demoralized this week. I really don't want to talk about football. Like our playoff hopes, it seems it's like it's down the toilet. We got blown out by the Falcons, and it's just hard talking about football. I didn't even want to watch the game today. It was like...
Right. Well, I'm trying to be optimistic. I mean, in years past, this late in the season, this would have been the third blowout of the year. But that's not happening. This has been the first one that we've actually got blown out. So let's just take care of business this week.
I was in the chat last week. I was like, all right, good luck, you guys. Like, there goes being hopeful. On to next off season. I'm juiced for off season. I was like, it's done. I'm pulling the plug on the season.
It's so far from done, man. It's so far from done.
We gotta win out. That's the only way we're doing it.
We don't have to win out.
That's the only way we're doing it.
My logic is we have to win 4 at least. We got to get to 10 to even have a shot.
We're not beating the Colts.
We could beat the Colts, Nick.
Bruh.
We can beat the Colts. Our offense is going to put up points. And we know Phillip Rivers. He's going to throw us at least 2 balls on defense. And with this offense, if the way we're rolling, I know they have a good defense. Anyways, we're getting carried away.
This isn't the Raiders podcast. Sorry, we got sidetracked.
Right. Very sidetracked.
But yeah, we're here to talk about football, not our team.
Fantasy football.
Fantasy football. We got 2 topics for you this week. This is the Stardom Sit-em segment, or 3 if you want to look at it in Mariano's eyes. We have 3
Right.
segments. Mm-hmm. And then we have third quarter analysis. So if you've seen any of the analysis videos, basically just touch on each position group and, our thoughts on it. We're going to go back and forth. It's like a freestyle type thing.
Right.
And then we just talk about the position group and that's it. And these are usually the lengthier episodes, so let's get to it, man. Stop talking about the Raiders.
For real. We got off on a tangent.
All right, kick them off, Mariano. Start them.
First one's Justin Jefferson. So you just got to ride this wave right now. This boy is balling. The past 2 weeks, he's really done substantially well, and you got to keep it rolling.
Yeah, he's at wide receiver number 6 overall since I was checking the standings and everything. So that boy is eating.
He's eating. He's by far the best rookie receiver this year.
Yeah, definitely.
Has production.
He filled in for Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
Tremendously. Going on to my first start, I'm going to have Wayne Gallman. This is because Daniel Jones has been out. It's going to be out this week. He has a hamstring injury, I believe, right? I think they put an emphasis on the run game, and I think the kid has found his groove as of lately. And he's going up against the bottom 10 run defense, that is the Seattle Seahawks. So I'm saying, start this kid. He should have a pretty decent game.
Okay. This next one's going to be biased, but I got Derek Carr. Jacobs is banged up, and I think he's dealing with the sprained ankle right now. Mm-hmm. So really, they're playing the Jets.
They should sit Jacobs' ass this week, to be honest, and just start Booker.
That would be a good
Anyway,
idea.
tangents again.
Very, very tangent. But here's the biggest thing is that if Jacobs is banged up, it's the Jets. They're the weakest team in football.
Yeah.
And we're going to slang the rock. Darren Waller, Nelson Aguilar, even Hunter Renfrow as a flex might be a good start this week. Mm-hmm. But Derek Carr, I'm going to start him.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully he
didn't work last week for me in our league.
Yeah, no.
I only lost by like 8 points. Did you see that?
Who did you play?
Willie.
I needed you to win that game.
Bro, I've been competitive in like every game, practically.
You left DeAndre Swift in too, bro.
I know. I've been to the point where I'm just like...
Come on, bro. You gotta knock some people down and stuff, bro. We need you.
Hey, I'm trying, but when I fucking start Derek Carr and he scores like 3 points, oh my god.
Bro, trust me, I started him in another league too.
Yeah, that was horrible.
But
bounce back
this week. Bounce back though. Bounce back. He'll play like a madman this week.
Yeah.
Going on to my next start, I'm going to have Kirk Cousins. This man's been on a hot streak lately, if you haven't noticed. In the last 6 games, he's put up 2 points. 2 points. 2 games that are over 30 points. And then the other 4 games, he has 3 games that are over 22 points. So this man is on fire. Cook is banged up right now, so I think they should, like you said, Justin Jefferson's been putting in work, so I think they should sling the rock. That Cook is a little banged up right now, so I'm going with Kirk Cousins this week.
Yeah, that's actually my next one too. So in the past 2 weeks, he's got 6 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. He's balling out, and he's got a favorable matchup this week.
Yeah.
So, we rocking with Kirk Cousins this week. He's been rolling, dude.
You go to your next one then?
Yeah, so I'll go to my last one, which is the
Dolphins. You went through all of them bitches already?
Oh, no, my bad. I got one more. So the next one I have is Washington's defense. Now, Washington's defense has been sneaky good. I think I said this last week.
Fuck the Washington defense.
I got a nice little, yeah. And I tried to tell y'all, motherfucker. Anyways, side tangent. I'm predicting that this will be the Pittsburgh Steelers' first loss. And I'm going to tell you why. So today is Wednesday. They just played a game on Wednesday, right? Their next game is on Monday night, right? Monday. It's only 5 days, short week, and the Washington Redskins defense is a good defense. Ron Rivera's got them playing very well. So, first loss, hot take, bang, mic drop.
Let's see.
That's right.
All right, going on to my next start, I have David Montgomery. He came off of an injury / bye week situation. He played against the Packers last week. He racked up 100 yards on 11 carries. And then he has Detroit this week, who gives up the second most fantasy points to the running back position. So David Montgomery is in another great position, and I think he picks up where he left off. And especially Detroit is going to have trouble moving the rock because Golladay might be out again. So if they struggle and they're up big, look at them to run the rock in this game a lot.
I like it, and they're having a head coach change middle of the season.
That's true, too.
So we'll see how that goes. For my last one is the Dolphins defense. Now, I looked it up earlier. Dolphins defense is the 3rd best fantasy defense this year, which speaks volumes, man. That's crazy. And they're playing the Bengals. No Joe, no go. You start the Dolphins defense, which is kind of a given. If you have them on your team, you're starting them.
Facts. Going on to my going on to my next start, I'm gonna have Brandon Cooks. They're going up against Indy. However, there's 2 things that I know is that they have Deshaun Watson, right? Deshaun Watson makes plays, and they're gonna be probably behind in this game going up against Indy, right? So they're gonna have to air the ball out. And 3 things I know is that Will Fuller's out, son. So that's 3 things. That's 3 things that I do like.
That's a strong point.
I feel like Brandon Cooks is going to be the guy, and start him up, and he'll give you a good return this week.
That's right.
So Oh shit.
Yeah, it's on you.
Yeah, I got my last one. It's the Raiders defense going up against the Jets this week. So even though they just got blown out, right? The Raiders defense held their own in that game.
Yeah, it wasn't because of the defense.
Yeah,
for sure. Defense did their job.
They've been holding their own in a lot of these games in the past 4 weeks, I would say, right?
Right.
They're going up against a team who's bottom in scoring. So I think it's a decent matchup. If you need a streamer this week, play the Raiders defense. They're holding their own.
I like it. Cool. So we're on to Sid'em. The first Sid'em that I have is Justin Herbert. Now,
hello.
I know he's had a ton of hype this season. He looks like the best quarterback that came out this year. But his matchup this week is against the New England Patriots. And we know the hoodie, a.k.a. Bill Belichick, a.k.a. the greatest coach of all time, as much as I hate to say it. He casts spells on these rookie quarterbacks. So I don't know if you guys have seen, but the numbers traditionally when a rookie quarterback plays Bill Belichick, they don't do very well, right? So I'm sitting Justin Herbert this week. If you got your second quarterback, whoever that may be, it's probably a better start.
Cool. All right, start Deshaun Watson. Got you. Going on to my first sit-em, I have Zeke, and I should have listened to Mariano last week. And he's on my sit-em list for this week.
Okay.
He's going up against Baltimore this week. And with two of his starting linemen potentially injured, I'm done with Zeke. He's caused me so much heartbreak at this point.
Yeah.
And,
You're with Zeke how I am with Lamar Jackson.
Exactly. It's fantasy playoffs. Luckily, I just traded for Antonio Gibson before the playoffs started.
Ooh,
so
nice.
that's pretty decent. But Zeke, my number one overall pick, is this is. I'm gonna talk about more about it later. I'm spilling too much right here. I got him in my running back section later. Anyways, just sit his ass this week.
Yeah, sit him this week. I'm sitting all Broncos players due to quarterback play and COVID. So, no Jerry Jeudy, no Phillip Lindsay, no Melvin Gordon. I don't know the injury status of all those players, but in any case, if there's not someone to know what the fuck they're looking at when they approach the line of scrimmage, if someone's blitzing, if someone's not, where to change protection.
Throwing it up there.
You're just throwing it up. I mean, they had a high school quarterback take snaps this past week, so they'll probably be cleared this week. But again, just play it safe and be prepared, right? To not rely on those players, the Bronco players.
Going on to my next sentiment is Todd Gurley. He's coming off an injury and facing a team who just shut him down the previous week before that. I don't think the Saints have still allowed anybody to score a rushing touchdown in the last 6 weeks on them. So it's not looking good for him. I'm not starting Todd Gurley, especially as a running back that's so touchdown dependent. So
Yeah.
it's not looking good for him.
Okay. My next one's Matt Ryan. So Matt Ryan got off against the Raiders last week, but they're playing the Saints this week. And Saints are the big brother of the division. Mm-hmm. So whenever these division games go on, even when the Saints play Tampa, it's like they get up for those games. There's just something about
every division. I feel like it's every division game across the league. It's like
Yeah.
a different energy is in there.
Absolutely. But when the Saints just take it to another level, I don't even care if Drew Brees isn't even playing.
Yeah.
So, Matt Ryan, I'm sitting this week because I just expect that defense to just tear him up. And I'm hoping because they played everything that could have went right for them in the Raider game went right for them.
Yeah.
Simple as that. So.
Horrible. Anyways, don't remind me. Going on to my next set, I'm going to have the Steelers running back room. Whether it's Connor or Snell, this week they're going up against the Washington Redskins, like you said, who held Zeke, which is, I don't know if he's a better running back. I don't know what to think of Zeke. We'll talk about him later.
Right.
But they just held him to 2 points. So I think this is going to be a game where they're going to make freaking Big Ben throw the ball. And it's going to be a very pass-happy game. So I'm not fucking with whatever running back is starting for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah. Last week I said don't start Zeke, and I said don't start. So I got one of them right, but one of them was wrong too because I said don't start big dude from Tennessee, Derrick Henry, King Henry.
Yeah.
And that man had a career day. So again,
He said, "What, Mariano?"
on that one, I mean, I guess right on one of them, and I really went off of just the history of the league. You know what I mean? I was looking at who when they played last time, and it kind of worked out. And really, that's part of fantasy football is that half of it shakes out, half of it doesn't. Like this past week, I started to roam. I sat AJ Brown because I'm like, you know what? He hasn't been producing for me, so I sat him, and then I plugged DJ Moore and thinking that DJ Moore was going to run the rock, and I was talking about it last week. So that's just how it goes, man. You win some, you lose some.
Times your gut fucks you over, huh?
Yeah, buddy.
Some of you, right?
Yeah, for my next one is short and sweet. It's Kenyon Drake, and mostly because they're playing the Rams this week. I expect if the Cardinals are going to have any traction on offense, it's going to be through Kyler Murray, and it's not going to be on the ground. You know what I mean? It's going to be him running around, making plays, throwing the ball to his receivers down the field. Not something that they're going to get established running the ball, especially with Aaron Donald in the middle.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm at with Kenyon Drake.
Definitely. Going on to my next sit, I have Matthew Stafford in Detroit. I talked about it earlier. They're going up against Chicago. They still have a pretty good defense, and with potentially no Golladay, you see how hard it was for him last week to move the ball. I just don't think it plays out well for him this week going up against Chicago.
My next one is one of Vic's personal favorites.
Hey, he finally did something this week, though.
He did. So you called it. You said either he puts up this week or you're done with him.
Yeah.
And he put up that week. So he must have seen our podcast and listened to it and liked and subscribed to it. But anyways, he finally had a good game last week, but this is not the week against the Colts.
Yes.
So glory to you. Hats off to you if you started him last week, but sit his ass this week.
Yeah, for sure. It's an ugly matchup.
Yeah.
Did you say his name?
Duke Johnson.
You didn't say his name the whole time.
I didn't, huh? Duke Johnson.
Duke Johnson.
Duke Johnson.
Going on to my next sit, I have Hunter Henry. He's going up against New England, and we said this before. The New England Patriots give up no points to the tight end position, even with a dynamic quarterback such as Justin Herbert starting. I don't have no faith in Hunter Henry putting up any points this week against the New England Patriots.
Yeah, that's kind of the Bill Belichick thing, man.
Yeah. All right, so that concludes the quarter 3 analysis, and that concludes. This is episode 14, right, Mariano?
14.
That's all we got for this week, you guys. Hopefully, you liked all the analysis and stuff in the startup sit-em.
That's
helps
right.
you out this week. This is week 13, so that means a lot of your playoff starts next week. So some of you are playing to get in. Some of you, there's no hope. So I don't know why you're watching this.
Right.
But hopefully, we got some key matchups here that'll help you, get into the playoffs. Good luck this week.
Good luck.
And that's it, man. That's all I got. You got any last words, Mariano?
No, that's it. Till next time, man.
Fantasy Experts, we're out, man.